Hello, good morning, people of Ghana. Good afternoon if you are seeing this in the afternoon. If you are seeing this in the evening, then it's few hours to kick off. We have come back to the thing that we don't like to do. We don't want to go to a tournament with the Black Stars and be doing permutation. If this one loses, if this one wins, if we win. But well, it is what it is and we are where we are. So we have to show you the permutations. Our responsibility over the next 10 minutes or so is to show you clearly what kind of permutations will see the Black Stars through. We pray and hope that today the game will be good, the Black Stars will win, and then we can go to the next round. Anything can happen in the tournament. You can start badly, and then you can jump to become very good. It's happened even in the last tournament that we won in 1982. We began with a draw against Libya 2-2, and then we drew against Cameroon goalless, 2 draws. Ghanaians were getting frustrated, and then we won the last game, won the next game, and we won the trophy. But that's 40 years ago. 1982 is more than 40 years ago, isn't it? So what I'm going to do now is to show you all the permutations so that as you watch the game today, you will be able to know when the goal comes, you know what the goal means. Okay, so this is the celebrated Black Stars with their captain in the center, Andre. We wish him the best of luck. Our reporter Ibrahim will be telling us who is able to play and who is not able to play. So let's get to the details. Now, read this with me. For Ghana to gain automatic qualification, they will need to come runner-up in their group, as they can no longer be winners of the group because Morocco has 6 points. I guess that you understand that very well, don't you? For Ghana to come automatically, there are 2 automatic qualifications in Group C. That's the first position and the second position. For Ghana to become an automatic qualifier, we can only be second because Morocco won their game. So here is that scenario. Now, this is the group standing at this stage. Morocco, Ghana, Gabon, and Comoros. Morocco has 6 points out of 2 games. Gabon has 4 points out of 2 games. Ghana has 1 point, and Comoros has 0 points. Okay, so this is the standing right now. Let's move on. For Ghana to come runner-up, Morocco must beat Gabon by a goal margin of 2. That is if Ghana also wins against Comoros. So this is scenario 1 that can get Ghana to finish as a runner-up in the group. Morocco go in and beat Gabon by 2-0, or Morocco beat Gabon by 3-1, which is a 2-goal margin, and Ghana beats Comoros by 1-0. If that were to happen, the league table will look like this. Morocco would have finished 3 points, 3 games with 9 points, the maximum. Ghana will do 3 games with 4 points. Gabon will also have 4 points, but Ghana will have a better goal difference. We'll have a goal difference of 0. Gabon will have a goal difference of -1, and then we go through. So that's one of the scenarios in which the Black Stars can qualify and become runner-up of the group. Let's move on and see what the other scenarios are. Scenario 2. Alternatively, Ghana will also qualify as runner-up if they beat Comoros by at least a goal margin of 2 and Gabon loses to Morocco by any margin. So here we paint the scenarios for you. So Ghana go into the game and we beat Comoros by 2-0, or we beat Comoros by 3-1. Morocco goes in there and beats Gabon by 1-0. That will produce this kind of league table at the end. At the end of the standings, Morocco would have played 3 games. They have maximum 9 points. Ghana would have played 3 games. They have 4 points. Gabon 3 games will also have 4 points. Ghana will have a better goal difference of +1 and Gabon will have 0. So these are the 2 case scenarios that can bring us to the situation where we will finish as runner-up of the group. Well, is that likely or unlikely? I don't know. We need to win. Morocco need to beat Gabon for us. As it is, Morocco have to beat Gabon for us, and we need to beat Comoros for ourselves. 1-0 or 2-0, that will bring us automatically to second in the group. Okay, if that doesn't happen, and this is where our fear is, if that doesn't happen, we're going to explore the other qualification opportunities for Ghana if the scenario 1 and scenario 2 don't happen. The other qualification slot available is a selection of 4 third-place teams from the 6 groups. Ghana can also qualify through this slot if they beat Comoros, but will need results in other groups to go in our favor. Now, when we say we need results in other groups to go in our favor, like I was saying, Morocco should beat Gabon for us. It means somebody must beat somebody for us. Somebody must draw with somebody, and we have to focus on our game and win it. So it's not in our hands anymore. That's what all this is about. All the nervousness about this situation is that we always want the narrative to be in our hands. That's what every team wants when they go to the African Cup of Nations, when they go to the European Championships, and they go to the World Cup. Somehow, we always find ourselves in this very uncomfortable position. But some team will find themselves in this position. So let's go ahead and do the permutation. All right. So we are looking now at scenario 3, where Ghana comes third. The criteria for selecting the best third place team is the third place team with the highest number of points. So all the third place teams are going to be considered. The one with the highest number of points is going to be selected among the 4. The next one with the one with a good goal difference, goal scored, and the drawing of lots. That's quite interesting. If you look at scenario number 4, it's actually the drawing of lots. That means that if in the selection of the 4th best team, if 2 teams place head-to-head, like Gabon and Ghana head-to-head will be evened out because we drew in that game. Goal aggregate even out, goals scored evens out, goals conceded even out. Then eventually, CAF says that we will go to the drawing of lots. Hopefully, we won't get there under any scenario. But these are the criterion by which people will become one of the 4 teams in the best third place. Highest number of points achieved, goal difference, goal scored, and the drawing of lots. Okay, 16 teams can end up with 4 points, just like Ghana, and can also be in the running for the slot as one of the best third place teams. And that's very critical. That's where really the concern is. It's not just Ghana that has the opportunity of this third place situation. There are at least 16 teams that could have that opportunity. Now, we're going to examine all of those 16 teams and compare them to Ghana and see how we can do better than them. Okay, let's move on. The first one is Burkina Faso. But I have to exclude Burkina Faso because those of you who have been following the tournament know that last night Burkina Faso did what they had to do. They have come second in Group A, and Cameroon has, the host nation Cameroon has top Group A. Burkina have come second, so Burkina have automatic qualification. They are no longer our competitors. They don't need a permutation. Congratulations to them. They've gone through the second round. Let's move on. Okay, so this is Cape Verde. So Cape Verde is one of our competitors. Now, what's the story with Cape Verde? Cape Verde have 3 points and will have 4 points in case they draw their last group game against Cameroon. We know that game has already happened and Cape Verde did draw. So Cape Verde have completed their journey. They have 4 points. And as a third place team in Group A, they are waiting to see what happens. So what we need to do is to beat Gabon, I believe, to beat Comoros by at least 2-0, and we would have dealt with a threat from Cape Verde. Okay, Senegal is the other team in the group, the other team in the contention. What's the scenario? Senegal, who currently have 4 points, will also end up with 4 points in case they lose their final group game against Malawi. Currently having a +1 goal difference, losing by a lone goal will reduce Senegal's goal difference to 0 and keep their goal for at 1. A 1-0 win from Ghana against Comoros will move Ghana's goal difference to from -1 to 0, which will be the same as Senegal if they lose by a lone goal to Malawi. The goals for criteria will now be used to separate both sides, with Ghana gaining the advantage because we will have 2 goals for, while Senegal will have 1 goal for. Ghana thus need at least a 1-0 win against Comoros in order to stay above Senegal in the best third place position in case that Senegal lose their last game and place third. So this is the kind of thing that we don't want to do, isn't it? This is the kind of thing that we never want to do, but we have to do it. You look at all what I'm saying, going through back and forth. But anyway, the game is tonight, so let's keep our fingers crossed. So if Senegal loses and we win by 1-0, we overcome the threat from Senegal. The other country is Guinea. How do we overcome the threat from Guinea? Guinea currently has 4 points and will end up with 4 points in case they lose their last group game against Zimbabwe. With a goal difference of +1, Ghana will need to score with a goal margin of 1 goal if Guinea lose their last group game by 1. Goals for will be used to separate both sides, and since Ghana and Guinea will both have a 0 goal difference, Ghana will then beat Guinea with the goal for with 1 goal. Okay, so let me explain the goals for and goals against. So what we do in football is that we look at points. We look at the goals that you have scored, that's the goals for you, and the goals against you. The subtraction from the goals against you and the goals that you have scored is the goal difference. What the Confederation of African Football does, and what many of them do, is when 2 countries tie at points, they first look at goal difference and then they look at goals for before they come to goals against. So that's the analysis we're making, that if Senegal does this, they draw and we win by 1-0, it will even out on goal difference. But in goals for, which is the next criterion, we will do better than them. It's a long story, isn't it? What we need to do to go in tonight and win. But by how many goals? I'll tell you when we're about to finish. Okay, Egypt is the other country that's competing with us. Egypt also has the chance of ending with 4 points. If they draw their last game against Sudan with a current goal difference of 0, Ghana will need to win by a 2-goal margin to beat Egypt when they also come third with 4 points. So in case Egypt were to draw their last group game against Sudan, they become competitors for the best third. But if Ghana were able to beat Comoros by 2-0, then we will overcome the threats from Egypt. The next one is Guinea-Bissau. What's the story with Guinea-Bissau? Guinea-Bissau also has the chance to gain 4 points and possibly qualify as one of the best third-place teams if they win their final group game against Nigeria with a goal difference of -1. Ghana will need to surpass Guinea-Bissau's win margin to stand a chance of beating them as one of the third-place teams. Okay, we don't say here what will happen. Sudan is the other competition. Sudan also stands a chance of gaining 4 points if they beat Egypt in their final group game. With a goal difference of 2, Sudan will need to score 3 or more to stand the chance of beating Ghana to the best third-place team if Ghana win by a single goal, and will need 4 or more if Ghana win by a 2-goal margin. Wow. Ivory Coast, our neighbors, we saw them draw yesterday. What's the story with them? Ivory Coast can also end up with 4 points. If they lose their final group game against Algeria, that's going to be a very big game. With a goal difference of +1, Ghana will need to win by a 2-goal margin to defeat Ivory Coast in the third-place standings. Very interesting situation. Equatorial Guinea is the next. Equatorial Guinea can also end up with 4 points and stand the chance of qualifying as a best third-place team if they draw their final group game against Sierra Leone. With a goal difference of 0, Ghana needs a margin of 2-goals victory to beat Equatorial Guinea to the best third-place team. Okay, here's Algeria, the tournament favorites who are having a very difficult time. Algeria, also with a win against Ivory Coast in their final group game, will gain 4 points. With a goal difference of -1, Ghana will need to better Algeria's win margin to beat them in the best third-place finish. Okay. Mali is the next opponent of Ghana in this arrangement of third place. Let's see what the story is with Mali. Mali with 4 points will also end up with 4 points if they lose their final group game against Mauritania. With a +1 goal difference, Ghana will need to win by at least a 2-goal margin or hope Mali lose by more than a 2-goal margin to beat them to the best third-place finish. Okay, Mali is also a very interesting team. Tunisia, they seem to be playing quite well. Tunisia will also finish with 4 points if they draw their last group game against Gambia with a +3 goal difference. Ghana will need to score 5 goals to beat Tunisia to the best third position. What are we saying about Tunisia? Tunisia will finish fourth if they draw. Okay, so as soon as Tunisia draws, they are in contention for the third position. And for us to beat them, we have to score 5 goals at least. Okay. Okay. So in summary, this is the most important. In summary, Ghana will need that. This summary is assuming that we don't make the second position in Group C, which is the scenario that Morocco beats Gabon by a hefty margin and we beat Comoros, so that we can do better than Gabon. Even though both of us will have 4 points, we can still do better than Gabon. That's the scenario that we are thinking. If that scenario doesn't occur, the other scenario, which is the worst case scenario, is that we're going to be third. For us to be third and to be counted as one of the best 4 third-place teams, this is what must happen. Here's a summary. In summary, Ghana will need 2 goals in order to beat teams in case they also end up with 4 points. So if we're able to score 2 goals against Comoros tonight, then we will be better than Burkina Faso, we'll be better than Cape Verde, we'll be better than Malawi, we'll be better than Egypt, we'll be better than Ivory Coast, we'll be better than Equatorial Guinea, we'll be better than Gambia, better than Mali. If, it's a very big if their games end up in a draw and if some of them lose, these are our 8 competitors for the the 4 third places, and we need to win by 2-0 to just deal with it. Ghana will need 1 goal to beat these 2 teams in case they end up with 4 points. For Guinea, Sudan, and Senegal, if they end up with 4 points like us, we just need 1 goal to beat them. For these other people, if they end up with 4 points, we need 2 goals tonight, 2-0, or 3-1, or 5-2, something like that, to be able to overcome the challenge from these 8. For these other ones, for these 3, we need 1-0, isn't it? Okay, so what we are learning now is that 1-0 may not be enough for Ghana to qualify. Just a simple win a solitary win 1-0 will not be might not be enough. If we want to be comfortable, we have to score 2. To be super comfortable, we have to score 3 times tonight against Comoros. And it's possible, isn't it? It's very, very possible. I'm going to speak to Ibrahim, who is with the Black Stars camp right now, to tell us what the latest is. So hold on for that. And Ghana will need to score 5 if Tunisia becomes one of the competitors. Okay. If Ghana comes second in our group, our likely opponents will be Burkina Faso. So that we already know. If tonight we're able to overcome the challenge and Morocco help us by defeating Gabon heavily, then we will be second in the group. If we are second in the group, our next opponents on Saturday or Sunday will be Burkina Faso, our neighbors to the north. They will be our opponents because they have finished second in Group A. And the second in Group A will play the second in Group C because of the third place arrangement. So Burkina Faso will be our opponent if we're able to finish second. If we don't finish second and we finish third, it gets worse, isn't it? If we finish third, our potential opponents are Cameroon, the host nation, Senegal, the superstars and the top favorites to win, and then Guinea, who are not such a big favorite for this tournament. So this is how the scenario looks like. If we come second, we are playing Burkina Faso. If we come third, we are playing Cameroon, Senegal, or Guinea. Most likely it's going to be Cameroon. So please, God help us. Let's become second and take on Burkina Faso. We can beat them easier than Cameroon. But that's my 2 personal opinion. Okay, so this is the story. This is the conclusion of the story. Let's now go to Cameroon and ask Ibrahim Zebila. Few hours to the kickoff. What's the latest in the camp?